So you want to join the business world, but you just don't feel prepared? Some reasons you might be feeling this way are because your high school did not properly prepare you. High schools put a lot of focus on standardized tests, which left little time to focus on important topics, such as business writing and preparation for the real world. They also suggest students take multiple high-level classes, such as trigonometry and calculus, instead of focusing on applicable lessons such as business math, or even just how to balance your own budget. If you want to be prepared for the business world, the best way is to start early by taking a college business writing class. Most colleges advise you to take classes specific to the degree path you are going toward. These classes help give you the basic education of what the job requires, but what they do not give you is a realistic experience of what the world has waiting for you. An article posted in USA Today written by Melanie Dostis says that in a survey of 2001 students or recent graduates, 18 to 24 years old, and 1,000 hiring managers, fewer than 2 in 5 hiring managers who had interviewed recent graduates in the past 2 years found them prepared for a job in their field of study. There are some areas that colleges should be a little more focused on, and this could help the number of prepared students go up. The bigger areas that are needed to get us ready for the workforce or even just adulthood are organization, leadership skills, personal finances, and street smarts. According to Nicole Bailey, only 50% of college students think they are prepared for the workplace, but the fact that only 39% of employers say that the students are prepared is even more worrisome. 77% of students, but only 50% of hiring managers believe that students are capable of prioritizing, an extremely basic job skill. 70% of students, but only 44% of managers believe they could communicate with authority figures and clients. 52% of students believe they were prepared to create a budget or financial goal, but only 30% of employers agreed. 3 things that hiring managers are looking for when they hire someone is that the graduates they hire have demonstrated the initiative to lead, the applicants they hire have participated in extracurricular activities related to their field of study, and that they should have completed a formal internship before graduating from college.
Businesses rely on professional writing. This is because businesses depend on a certain etiquette, and professional writing is a major part of this etiquette. If an employee wrote a letter to his boss or whatnot with like sloppy, misspelled words and bad grammar, the boss would just take it and throw it out and not even think nothing of it because it's not professional. If the employee, on the other hand, wrote a professional letter to this boss, the boss would then look at it in a professional manner and take every idea and take it in a serious manner and think that this is an educated employee and he means business. Therefore, that is why businesses depend on professional writing.
There are multiple reasons students can get points off of their college papers. One of these reasons is some students cannot use commas properly or apostrophes. Many students end up having points reduced from their final grade due to putting a comma in the wrong place or not knowing the difference between different words with different apostrophes. Also, a lot of papers today are filled with run-on sentences because students are unaware of how to properly use commas. Price HT once said, "When we make mistakes in our written communication, they are often small things, a comma here, a slightly wrong word there, but make no mistake about it, those mistakes can be costly for any business, small or large." Also, one executive said, "My young sales staff can sell, but they don't know enough about grammar and punctuation to write a proper business letter to the customer." After a survey was concluded, 80% of businesses stated that their employees' biggest issue is written communication. A lot of business messages are very long and complex, and result in basic errors within writing. A good writer gets his or her message across without being long-winded.
Grammar is important because it is how we understand one another properly. It is also the most effective way to express any thoughts and concepts that a person will want to share. Grammar is important because if you use there, or there improperly, it could confuse the reader. Even other words like lay and lie. Knowing the difference in grammar is key to success. I got all of my information from english.answers.com.
Business writing needs to be professional. When you are able to write clearly, you show readers that you are professional. Business depends on certain standards of etiquette. Good business writing is a major part of these standards. When your writing is filled with spelling, grammar, and punctuation mistakes, the reader will not take the letter seriously. When you use proper writing skills, the reader will take you as an educated adult, and they will read it as if it is very important. With good business writing skills, your ideas will be more understood. If you have an important idea you would like to send to your boss, you will want them to understand what your idea is clearly. When you follow the rules of writing, the reader will easily be able to grasp your ideas. If you pay attention to the language you use, you will also be paying attention to the ideas you're expressing. If you use improper writing, you'll be distracting the reader from your ideas. In conclusion, most careers require some type of writing, whether it would be to write emails, take notes, or many other forms of writing. There is nothing that says professional more than being a strong writer. How you write says a lot about your level of education and professionalism. It is a great idea to make it a requirement for all college students to take a business writing class. If every student were to take a writing course, they would have a better chance in the work field, a better understanding of writing professionally, and learn the proper way to form a paper.